My name is Stella Cochran, and I'm going to go over Module 6, which is aligning the how or the why and the how. I really enjoyed this module because I got to use some data from my school. The data that I used was the number of ISS discipline referrals for all students in 2021 to 2022. I went from August up till about February. So, first thing I did was, like I said, I got my data. And then I went ahead and I charted my data as well. And as you can see right here, I have my data. I've got my weeks down here. And then on the side, I have the total number of ISS referrals. And then I've got my title. And then I went through and I talked about the 4 rules. Okay, so this is going to be, find my notes real quick. These are the 4 rules on how to interpret a run chart. So when I looked at this, I noticed that I have 5 runs in my data series. And my 5 runs, they're in red. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there are 25 data points and 6 are on the center line. And based on the chart for expected runs, there should be between 6 and 15 runs. So I looked at that chart, and my data only has 5 runs, which is not random variation, and it needs to be investigated. And so a run is defined as one or more data points on the same side of the central line. So as you can tell, I've got 5. And then I went ahead and I talked about the second rule, which is shifts. And right here, I have it in green. I just have 1 shift in my data. And a shift is defined as, or it's considered to be 6 or more consecutive points above the central line. So again, I just have 1 right here, and it's in green. And then the third rule is trends. And I just have 1 trend, and it's in orange, and it's circled right here, okay? So I have 1 trend in my data, and since my data shows 1 trend, it is not considered to be random variation. And a trend is defined as 5 or more consecutive points, all going up or all going down. And as you can see, my consecutive points all go up, 5 or more going up. And then I talked about the 4th rule, which is astronomical data points. And then right here in purple, that symbol right there, I have just 1 astronomical data point in my data. And an astronomical data point is a single data point that is usually high or low compared to the rest of the data. So this would be the low point right here. And then I'm going to explain that more in my data in just a second. Now, let me go back and talk about my median. So my median of all my data is 5, okay? And I even talked about my runs because, like I said, 6 to 15 runs is expected for my runs with my data, and I only have 5 runs. My median's 5. And so when I talk about my write-up for my data and my graph, all 4 rules, the runs, the shifts, the trends, and the astronomical data points are all broken according to the ISS discipline data collected from 2021 to 2022. And according to the videos and the notes that I've taken in this module, a broken rule is a signal that the pattern of the data is unlikely to have occurred by chance. So with that being said, the astronomical data point is 0 right here. And that happened probably because it's the first week of school and very few discipline referrals happened during this time frame. The trend in my data right here, the points going up, the 5 or more, that is likely to have increased because usually, as we know in the school system, discipline referrals usually spike towards the end of the school year. So it's going up from January to February, and they've increased more. So this is module 6, my run charts and my how or my why and aligning data. Again, I really enjoyed this unit, and I'm learning more every day. So thank you.